Welcome back. Today, we are heading to sunny Northern California to take a deep dive into arguably the most prestigious university on the West Coast, and maybe the entire world. We are talking about Stanford University. A great way to think about Stanford is MIT with athletes. It is an absolute titan of STEM research, drawing in the brightest minds in science, technology, and engineering. But conversely, Stanford has won more NCAA athletic championships than any other school in the country, making it a hub for literal Olympic-caliber athletes. But what is it actually like to live in the heart of Silicon Valley? Is the pressure cooker environment as intense as people say? And with an acceptance rate hovering near 4%, what exactly are they looking for? Today, we are breaking down the pros, the cons, the campus culture, and the ultimate application strategy, including a game-changing AI platform that will give you an unfair advantage in the admissions process. Let's get into it. The pros: West Coast prestige, Silicon Valley's crown jewel. Let's start with the massive advantages of being a Stanford tree. Well, technically the cardinal. Simply put, this school opens every single door. Unmatched prestige. A degree from Stanford carries the exact same heavy-hitting weight as graduating from Princeton, Harvard, or Yale. It gives graduates a massive advantage when applying for jobs, internships, or elite graduate schools. Top-tier CS and engineering, with flexibility. Their computer science and engineering programs rival MIT. But here is a massive perk. Incoming freshmen do not have to apply directly to a specific major or college right away. You have the flexibility to explore and don't have to formally declare your major until the end of your sophomore year. Introductory seminars, IntroSems. These are highly popular, exclusive seminars capped at just 16 students. They offer freshmen and sophomores direct access to world-renowned professors, serving as incredible gateways for research opportunities, internships, and vital recommendation letters. Strong beyond STEM. While tech gets all the spotlight, Stanford is incredibly well-rounded. They boast top-rated, world-class programs in English, psychology, anthropology, economics, and environmental science. The campus. Located in Palo Alto, with a year-round temperate climate, the campus features gorgeous Spanish mission-style architecture. It is sprawling, so large that you absolutely need a bike or an electric scooter to get from class to class. The cons: duck syndrome and hustle culture. But living in the epicenter of Silicon Valley comes with a massive cost. Here are the realities of Stanford's culture: duck syndrome and toxic hustle culture. The campus environment heavily emphasizes entrepreneurship and tech startups. Everyone is building the next big app. This leads to a phenomenon famously known at Stanford as duck syndrome, where students appear to be gliding effortlessly on the surface, but underneath, they are paddling frantically just to stay afloat. The pressure to be a founder can be exhausting. A superficial social life. Despite the beautiful location, many students complain about the social scene. Because everyone is incredibly busy grinding on their startups or academics, there is a prominent culture of flaking on plans, leading to an environment that can feel somewhat superficial. Hit-or-miss professors. Stanford recruits its faculty based on their status as industry leaders and cutting-edge researchers. However, being a genius researcher doesn't automatically make someone a great teacher. Many lectures can feel unengaging. Hyper-competitive clubs. Just like at UPenn, extracurricular clubs, especially investment, consulting, or entrepreneurial groups, are insanely hard to get into, with many operating like exclusive companies, with acceptance rates below 10%. How to get in. The admissions strategy. All right, you want to brave the hustle culture and get into Stanford. With an acceptance rate of around 4%, how do you crack the code? Understand the ideal candidate. Stanford heavily targets two specific demographics: elite, recruited athletes, and absolute STEM prodigies. Strong candidates who excel in the humanities or community activism and who might get into Harvard or Yale are often passed over by Stanford because they don't fit that highly specific Silicon Valley mold. Beware the REA trap: restrictive early action. Do not be fooled by the numbers. Regular decision sits at about 4%, while early action is closer to 9%. Applying early does not provide a statistical advantage for the average student. That 9% is artificially inflated by recruited athletes, VIPs, and legacy candidates. Because Stanford's REA restricts you from applying early anywhere else, it rarely makes strategic sense for a normal applicant. Save your early bullet. The test optional nuance. While Stanford is technically test optional, the data tells a different story. About 72% of admitted students submitted their SAT or ACT scores. The message is clear: if you want to be competitive, you need to score highly on standardized tests and submit them. The ultimate admissions hack. Knowing that Stanford is looking for STEM prodigies and students with massive, impactful projects is one thing. Actually becoming that candidate is another. For parents watching, the college admissions process has become a second full-time job. It's stressful, it's opaque, and, let's be honest, it's incredibly expensive. To get a competitive edge, some families pay private counselors anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. It's an unfair playing field. But what if you could have that same elite level of expertise, a whole team of experts available 24/7 at a fraction of the cost? Welcome to Fly. You can find them at myfly.live. Fly isn't just another college counseling application. It is an AI-powered ecosystem designed to replace the stress of the unknown with a clear, calm, and unmatchable winning strategy. The biggest problem with most AI tools is that they feel cold and robotic. That's why at the heart of Fly is Sarah. Sarah is your one-on-one AI voice advisor. She isn't just another AI. She's the collective brilliance of thousands of admissions officers distilled into one relentless, always-on advisor. Trained on tens of thousands of successful and rejected application files, millions of data points, and the hard-earned wisdom of elite admissions veterans from Stanford, MIT, and the Ivy League, she sees what human counselors miss. She doesn't sleep, she doesn't forget. And she was built for one purpose: to give your child an unfair advantage. Students, imagine you're stuck on your Stanford supplemental essay at 11 at night. You can open Fly and literally talk to Sarah. She'll brainstorm ideas with you, help you structure your draft, and humanize your essay to ensure your voice stays authentically yours. She conducts a full 360-degree review of your Common App, flagging what's missing and reordering your activities for maximum impact. And here's what no other platform gives you. Sarah will tell you your realistic chances of acceptance before you ever click submit. Using the acceptance simulator, you can run what-if scenarios. Sarah, what happens to my chances at Stanford if I raise my SAT by 50 points? Or what if I scale my Methane Matters initiative into a statewide sustainability campaign? Speaking of impact, FLI's Capstone Lab helps students develop exactly those kinds of passion projects, the high-level initiatives that make Stanford admissions officers sit up and take notice. And if you need to hit that 72% test submission threshold, FLI includes dedicated AI tutors that provide one-on-one voice coaching, pivoting lessons in real time until you've mastered the SAT or ACT. Parents, Sarah is the one making sure your teen stays on track. She uses the profile builder to instantly turn transcripts into a comprehensive roadmap for the next 4 years. You get your own parent dashboard so you can stop nagging your kids and just watch their progress. Stanford is incredibly expensive, so Fly includes a scholarship and financial aid suite that matches your child to specific scholarships, provides a FAFSA CSS checklist, and even includes an appeal letter generator if the financial aid package isn't what you expected. We also handle the Career Fit Explorer to ensure they are on a path that justifies the tuition. Fly levels the playing field. It takes the expert knowledge previously hidden behind a $30,000 price tag and puts it in the pocket of every student. Premium members don't just dream about their future, they live it. They get 2 hours per month of time with Fly's CEO and founder. Through exclusive capstone projects embedded within our sister companies, your child builds a real-world portfolio that admissions officers can't ignore. Forget generic recommendation letters. Premium students earn research internships with distinguished partner institutions, which is exactly the kind of rigorous background Stanford looks for, and walk away with letters of recommendation from industry leaders and academics who can speak to their brilliance firsthand. College admissions shouldn't be a test of how much money you can spend. It should be a celebration of a student's hard work. From the first high school resume to the final acceptance letter, Fly is there. Sarah is there. Don't just apply to college, fly to it. Head over to myfly.live today and start building your winning strategy.